on Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. Pick it up. Set. 61. Matchbox, light.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Christian McCaffrey. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out of that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a run with McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They come up at an offset eye. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams split.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They're going to look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
22 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll set up the throw. The quick slant caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Pass. Joker.
2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Zach Line. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get him 1 closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And the catch made by Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
You ready?
Go, go, go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Forward and go.
Back to throw here. This is Shepard on the catch. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. 8-3.
Hey, 4 down.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Let's see what you got.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here I come. Here I come.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Carolina, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And